Okay, I think I got it. Where's Isaiah?
He left.
Oh,
I just stayed because I was like, oh, let me just help out with these and
oh,
help
thank you.
finish them for you guys.
I appreciate that. And
Plus,
my car's so crooked. My car's so crooked.
and plus, Isaiah just wants to be in the house all day. I don't have time to doing that. I was doing that yesterday. It's like I'd be bored. I get bored
You want to
too.
get out? Yeah, so stay here.
No, that's what I told him. I said, I'll stay here. I'm like,
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing better. He's like, you want to come home? I was like, no, I'm fine. Leave me here. I was like, I'm helping. I was like, I'm doing something. I'm like, it's okay. I was like, I'm helping her get, like, because I know they get busy because people come in and stuff. I was like, that way, she at least get them done. Like,
That way I can.
unkempt.
That's gonna help me out so much because I can just
Yeah.
cut
Do
and
it
go,
right
cut
away.
and go. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we live, right?
Yeah.
We flipped it. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, perfect. I don't now.
I didn't want to put my.
I'm okay. It's on.
Yeah, it's
okay,
on you.
cool. All right, so okay, guys. So we're live. I know it's been a while since I've gone live on here. Your girl just been busy. However, I wanted to at least come on do a surprise live. Surprise. And just show y'all like a little bit behind the scenes of what I do, how I work on a regular basis. And then if you have any questions, you let me know in the comments about what you see me doing. I'm thinking of creating courses that's going to be teaching what I do. If you're interested in that, let me know in the comments as well, so I can send you a link. No, I can't send you no link, double, because I don't want you to put your email address on there. So just go on Instagram and hit me up in my DMs at Tissa Taylor, and then let me know that you watched the live, you saw me, and you're like, Tissa, I'm interested in your classes. I want to learn how to do alterations as well because I'm gonna be creating a course. I think that's what I'm gonna do. If enough of y'all want it, that's what I'm gonna do. All right, so let's do a little bit of work, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so. And if customers come in, y'all, we're live, so um, we'll have to pause because I can't have y'all get my customers' information. They be giving me their phone number and stuff. I don't need y'all calling my customers, okay? But so these pants here, we're gonna hem. Okay. And I've already hemmed these, so we're gonna match it to. He wants the same length. So we're gonna match this one to this one. Okay. Make sure the length is good. Yeah. All right. So what I do is I mark the hem based off of whatever I'm hemming. Okay. And then I'm gonna see how much I'm taking off exactly 5 inches. Okay, cool. So what I do is I mark it so I know that this is how much, this is where the hem is gonna stop. I always leave at least 2 inches underneath because you never know. People may grow. And if they grow, that means they need more length. So I like to leave room for error just in case. And we're gonna mark this one at 5 inches as well. But just in case, you never know. Like they could have been mismeasured. It could have been a number of things. More than likely it's right, but then sometimes where they put it on their waist, maybe they put it a little bit higher, a little bit lower. You never know. All right, so I always just like to leave room for error. So we're gonna cut, and then we're gonna serge. To give it a nice clean finish. And we're gonna use white because it's light, so we're gonna use white. side as well, obviously. Okay. And then after I do that, what I always do is I always press my hem. Okay, so this way I have a crease as to where the hem is going to now the new hem. So I'm going to press it to get a nice crease in there. And we're going to do it on both sides. And this is what's really important, is that you got to be very critical to make sure that they match. This is where a lot of people sometimes make mistakes because they don't press it, and I think pressing it is critical, because if you don't, you can't see where it's going to fall, and then one side can be longer than the other. Alright, so you want to make sure, see how nice and crisp and even that is? Like, that's what you want, okay, for a perfect hem. And then you see how we have at least 2 inches left underneath, right? That's what you want. Alright. So these pants had a blind hem in it. So we got some matching thread. So we're gonna put a blind hem right back in it. And we're gonna use the blind hem machine. Over here. First, we gotta thread that bad boy. One thing I like about this machine is that it threads really easily, but some of the other machines don't. Like the serger is not friendly when it's time to thread. So I do my best to make sure that I am not messing up the threading on that one. Okay, but for this one it's pretty easy. So now I'm going to turn the leg inside out, because I can get a better and cleaner. Lord have mercy, y'all. I think I got a short somewhere in here. Call a blind hem. Now I know I just popped on here randomly. Usually when I go live, especially on here, I like to let you guys know that I just popped up random today. Just because it's like a little slower than normal, so I had a little bit more free time to do that. But if you're interested in me like going live and showing, you know, a little bit behind the scenes of what I do every day with alterations, let me know in the comments, and I will be sure to take that into consideration. Just kind of show y'all what I do, if you're even interested in this type of work. So, and we're gonna do the other side. this is how I lock in my thread. I know that you could do it from the machine, but honestly, I don't know how to do it like that. So I do it the way I know how to do it. You get like a blind hem, right? So I'm gonna press this out. Let's press this out. Pressing is like the biggest and the major is, and major is not a word, so you know how major it is, okay? So pressing is like the biggest and the majorest part of sewing and alterations. It's the pressing. That's what's the most critical part, okay? Press. This kind of helps to lock in the seam to get it nice and flat. And we do the same thing with the other side. Nice, clean blind hem on both sides. Like this, to me, this is one of the jobs that you shouldn't have to pay me to do. Okay? And I want to teach you how to do it. Alright, so the other two pants I had already hemmed earlier. So now all three of his pants are hemmed. And they're pretty much the same in length. I'm not that man saying, oh no, I know this one is slightly long.
Yeah.
Huh?
That's what I was telling you, that you did it differently.
Yeah. This one is a little bit different. Okay. There you go. So his pants are done. So let's find another alteration we can do. Let's see what else we can do that we can kind of get done. Oh, let's do this one really quick. This one, this lady, so let me tell y'all what she did first. Okay. So, this lady, she got these shorts and they were already like hemmed right here. But you see these little crinkles, kind of like the waviness? She didn't like that. So, basically she just wants me to bring it up just a little bit so it's nice and clean so she don't have the waviness. Okay, so let me show y'all how I do that. And this one, I don't have to cut anything. I don't have to, she already took the hem out, so I really don't have to do much on this. So what I'm gonna do is just press it. Press this one. Then I'm literally just bringing it up like a quarter of an inch higher to get rid of the initial, where the original hem was. So that way she has a nice clean finish. And there's no more waviness. Make sure that the other side is the same. And press. me, the pressing is the magic. I'm gonna give y'all a little fun fact about me. I don't like to iron. Go figure, right? I don't like to iron. I don't like pressing. Like, I don't. I like to just grab my clothes and go and wear it, even if it's wrinkled. But I know I can't do that. But I've done it sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. But, and that's basically all she wants me to do. Okay? So we just kind of raised up where the original one was. Literally, that's it. And then we're gonna put a hem in there. So let's go put a hem in that one with the white thread. That one is also invisible. So we're coming back to this machine here. And we're gonna put an invisible hem in here. Slide these. And it's so much easier for me to thread this with the tweezers because I can get it right through the eye of the needle. This one has a curved needle, so it's easier to use my tweezers. Because y'all watching me now, of course I can't get it in there, right? Come on. No, I like that because you got people watching you now. You don't want to go in there. You making a lie out of me. Come on, thread. Don't make a lie out of me. All right, let's try this again. Guess I talked too soon. No, for real. I think I talked too soon. Y'all, that thread don't want to go in. Alright, let's cut a little piece.
3 times the charm.
Yes, 3 times. Bro, come on. Oh, okay. I didn't have it where the eye was coming. Where the eye was out. Oh, that's why.
Somebody said, of course not, because we're watching.
I know, like for real. Only because you watch me. So, all right, and so now we are going to give her a nice clean hem. The cutoff, yeah. I think I got a short, y'all, so it be cutting off. I called the electrician this morning, and he's gonna come out on Friday to take a look at what is going on. Okay, and then this machine does such beautiful stitches, like I love it. Let me know in the comments, those of you who are watching, if you want to see me do one more alteration, let me know. Um, and also, if you are interested in learning alterations, let me know. Because I kind of want a good idea of who is actually interested in this. Because I don't want to create a course and nobody wants the information. You know what I'm saying? Just because I want to share the information with you and teach you, that don't necessarily mean you want to be taught. Right? So, and even if you're watching this on the replay, let me know that as well. And then that'll just kind of give me an idea of if you're interested in learning. Because I want to teach you. Okay. And even if you want to learn how to sew, let me know that too. Because learning alterations means you have to already know how to sew. Right? But some people don't know how to sew and they want to learn alterations and how to sew. And I could teach you both. Okay, so just let me know. All right, so now we we missed a piece. Hold on. We missed a piece. Missed a little piece. Okay. Yeah, I want to give the people what they want. So,
Somebody say yes is good information.
yes, it is good information. Like, what in the world? Did you not catch it? Nah, it is good information because it not only is it good information, though, it's like a great skill to have. Let me tell y'all something. Hold on, let me hand this and I'm gonna tell y'all something. Stay tuned. You don't want to miss this. I'm gonna tell you something. Let me tell you why it's a good skill to have.
They said I'm at work watching.
You're don't let me get you in trouble now. Just have me on the slide. You at work watching and learning. I know that's right. Just don't get in trouble. Alright, so let me tell y'all something, right? When I learned this skill, okay, I was so desperately trying to find somebody who could teach me. And I couldn't find anybody to teach me how to do alterations, how to sew, nothing. And so I essentially had to learn here on YouTube University. I was so determined to learn that I taught myself, okay? I taught myself how to do this. And now it turned into a lucrative business. And we have 2 locations, okay? This was 10 years ago. Now, if I had somebody to help me, to get me here, right, I could have learned a little bit faster. But I was on the job training. I basically learned as I went. I said, once I learn this skill, I promise you, I am going to be that person who's going to teach, because I know there's so many other people out there like myself who want to learn how to sew, who want to learn how to do alterations, and there's just nobody out there to teach them. And I promised myself and God that once I got here, I will do that. And so here I am. It took me 10 years to get to the point where now I can teach you, and teach you like confidently. Okay, I know this like the back of my hand. And so, but I am forever a student. I will always learn new things. I am forever a student. But as I learn, I believe you pass it on. You use it, you learn it, you share it, you pass it on. Okay, and I'm ready to pass my skill on. So, and there's not many out there who teach us how to do alterations. You'll find people who teach you how to sew, yeah, but how to do alterations and how to do them good and quality, very difficult. Very difficult to find. So I believe that we need more of us out there teaching this skill. Okay, so if you're interested, you let me know. Now you see, look how clean that is, y'all. Right, and then that's where you see where I turned it. That's where I had turned it before, and now she got a nice clean new hem. Just that quick. You know, this is something that if she knew how to sew, and this type of stitch you can do by hand. You don't have to have one of those machines. So if she knew how to do this, she could have done this by hand. It didn't pay me, but she did. So she's paying me to do it. I did it, and it's done. Okay. Just a little something, something. So y'all want another alteration? Another quick little alteration? And then I'm gonna let my camera girl, go on lunch so she can get a break. They want another one?
I don't see anything.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna give them another one just in case because I know people are gonna be watching after. So, oh, let's do this one. Oh, that might be somebody who might be getting ready to come in. But I'm gonna show y'all how to fix this. My boy got the splits in the back that he don't like and he don't want. So we're gonna fix that right quick. But, or is that maybe one of their cards?
I think so.
Oh, there's somebody in there. Oh, that's my lady. Okay, hold on, y'all. Y'all can stay on. I'm about to have a customer come in. And then after she leaves, I'm gonna show y'all how to do this.
Somebody said they definitely need to see that.
Oh, they want to see this one? All right, this will be the last one I'm gonna show y'all, and then we gonna go. But let's take a customer.
Can you
then
pause?
We'll see how it's done.
Good.
You have to teach me how to do that too.
It's right here. It's on the thing right here. Look. Right here, you can turn it off.
Oh, okay. All right, guys. So now, let me show you. We had to go on mute because I didn't want y'all getting on my customer information. All right, so I'm gonna show you how I fix this. Okay. So the first thing I do is I get some matching thread that's as close to the denim as possible. Okay, so we're gonna go with this one. And the bottom thread is not really, you know, it doesn't really have to match, because if somebody's looking that close at you, they can see the thread on the inside of your pants. I think we're gonna have a little bit of a problem. So we're just going to make sure that the top of the thread though matches, because that's important, because that's where people are gonna see. And this one is like on the back, so it's gonna be seen, right? So we're gonna clean that up real nice. So let me show y'all. Just watch, and I'm gonna show you how I reinforce it to make sure that it stays in there real good, or at least they'll get, you know, a little more wear out of it. Let me just say that. All right, so let's turn the pants inside out first. Okay. Now the good thing about this is that it's like close to the seam or on the seam, so I can blend this in really well. So the first thing I do is I catch it like this, and I run a stitch, okay, to kind of close it up. So let's do that first. Okay. Try to get it as close to the edge as possible. Okay. And then I like to look at it to see how well I closed it up, which that's pretty good. As you can see, that's closed up pretty nice. All right, that's the first step. Real simple. Here, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add some reinforcement. Okay, which is going to be a piece of interfacing. So I'm going to get a piece of interfacing. I'm going to cut it. Cut a good amount. We're going to press that interfacing right down on here like this. Then we're gonna press it like this. This is what gives you your reinforcement right here. Well, she's not gonna find that. You know why? She's the yellow suit. We didn't rack it.
Where is it?
It should be on one of the shelves.
Is it the one that you showed me?
Yeah, and I think you was like, I remember her name. It's yellow. The yellow, yeah. Okay, guys, hold on. But just so you see here, that's what gives us our reinforcement. And then I am going to, you got it? Okay. Then I'm going to get a piece of yes. So we have some extra denim here. That we're just going to cut up. nice. Now, even though you saw how small that rip was, I like to enforce it in a big way, because then it's not gonna just rip off the little piece. Okay, it's going to have a nice, like that won't rip. It's gonna be covered and protected really well. So we're gonna serge this. The reason why we're gonna serge this is because denim, it frays. So I don't want it to fray. So let's oh, and put it in the okay, so turn this off. Alright, so let's just gonna serge the edge of our patch so that all our edges are clean. And then also, not all patches are the same, okay? That's how I do this particular patch. But, you know, depending on how the patch, how the rip is or whatever, I may, you know, do something a little different. Which is why I'm just showing you how I'm going to fix this particular pair. All right, so we're gonna attach our patch, okay? Let's go back to our machine. And first thing I'm gonna do is re-stitch where I closed it. So I'm gonna catch that seam there where it was, and we're gonna re-stitch it. And this is why it's so important to have matching thread, so that it blends really well. Okay. And then the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to sew the actual patch itself in just a couple of spots on here. I'm gonna have to use my finger to kind of feel. All right, so we're gonna stitch right here. And go across. Y'all see how nice that blends in? Like, I love it. Okay, and then I'm gonna do the same thing on the top. So I'm just kind of feeling for where my patch is, so I know where to sew, which is right here. We're gonna stitch that across. And that just kind of secures my my patch underneath at the bottom. Now I'm gonna cut this off because that's a little excess. We don't need all of that, right? So I'll cut that off. And then last but not least, we're going to get the top thread on here is like a it's something like this maybe. I think I can get away with it. So we're gonna use this, and let me show you a little tricky trick. So what I do is, I obviously don't have this thread. This thread is manufactured, right? So I don't have that particular color. So I find the closest that I have, which is this. But this thread is a little bit thicker than this. So y'all know what I do? Watch. We're gonna use 2. So I'm gonna take this and this. Well, that's what I had that there for. Okay, so we're gonna take this and this, and we're gonna double it. And what that's gonna do is that's gonna automatically make the thread not as thick as the original, but a little bit thicker, so that it almost looks like it's the same thread, and it's not. Okay, a little tricky trick. And then we thread the machine. Right. And then we gotta run both of them through the eye of the needle. Which sometimes this can be a little hard. Not hard, a little practice, because you gotta get them both in there at the same time, which I did. Boom. Okay? And then we're gonna stitch. Just like
You need alterations? Just give her a second. She's busy.
right there. Boom. Okay. And that's how I fix a patch like that. So the hole is gone, and he has a patch underneath. Gonna give extra support. Okay, let's go take this customer so y'all can watch me take this customer. How much?
I know.
Okay.
Would that help?
How much? How?
Yeah. So
You want like this one? Like this? Longer?
yeah.
No. Oh. This here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Would you please?
Oh, so you gotta so wherever you do it, you gotta reattach this back on there. Okay. Now, when we reattach it, it may be, because the longer you go, the wider it is. So this may not fit all the way around, but I'll catch it as much as I can, depending on how much you
Try to get less than this.
got it. Okay. Just like to let you know. So do you want to try it on? So
Yes,
you
yes,
can see
that's
what
fine.
you're reading.
5%.
Oh, let me tell you now. Yeah. All right, come. Let me let them know. They can hear me?
Yes.
Okay. All right, y'all. Look, my battery about to die. So, but you was able to at least get a little bit of a back behind the scenes. If you like this content, you like this information, you like what you saw, let me know in the comments, and then I'll think of a schedule. Maybe I'll have like a routine. I'll come back. I don't know, daily. I'll come back once a week. I don't know. You let me know. Whatever y'all want is what I would do. If you're not even interested in it, let me know, and I won't come back. Okay. So, um, it's what you like. But my battery's about to die, and I at least want to tell y'all bye. All right, deuces.